Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, this is Sarah Shazad. Welcome to CxO TV, where innovation meets ideas for growth via our knowledge sharing platform, CxO Global Forum. Joining us today is Syed Aun Bukhari, Group CIO, Sparse Group of Companies. Very good evening, Aun साहब कैसे हैं आप?
Assalamu alaikum everyone. Thank you very much, Saya. And I'm doing wonderful as usual and hoping same for everyone.
जी बिल्कुल. Now we are in 2022, and hopefully things goes right for everybody, and we achieve what we couldn't achieve last years because of pandemic. So let's hope for the best.
Inshallah, ji, starting new year with a very much positive vibes and all the very best wishes to my brothers who are in the same industry as we are. And
True.
we all need to contribute in the growth of Pakistan. And people are doing wonderful. So let's hope this year goes exceptional for everyone.
Bilkul ji, inshallah. So let's start from your personal journey. How you started, how you came to this line of work. What was the motivation behind it?
So actually, I belong from a family where 90% of my family members are from the medical field, and the remaining 10% are bureaucrats. So I was the only odd one who opted to go for engineering field. So I done with my higher college education back in 1998. Then I opted to go for engineering abroad. There was a joint program of Russia and US, and that was one of a kind program for electronics engineering, computer electronics engineering. So I done that. Then from the beginning, my family is very much, my forefathers took part in this Azadi ki Mohim jo hai.
Wow.
So we have those roots. My grandfather was very much close to Qaeda Azam. So this
Right.
motivation runs in our blood to do something for the nation. So I came back Pakistan and started my professional journey from here. So for almost 3 4 years, I spent working in private sector. Back in 2005, I appeared in service Punjab Service Commission exam and joined Punjab government. I served them for 4 years. Then there was internal cravings that I'm still bachelor, so I left to United Kingdom for my pursuing of my research studies. So I have done MS research from Queen's Mary University, England. So from after there, I served several British organizations like British Telecom, Thomson Reuters. So after that, again, my cravings for the nation called me back to Pakistan.
Right.
So back in 2013, I came back in Pakistan and started serving the SI sector of Pakistan. I joined Tech Access Pakistan, and from there, continuously moving to different organizations. Back in 2009 and 19, I joined Sparse Group as a CIO, a group CIO, and as well as digital charge of Operator Telecom as a CEO was handed over to me. So now I'm playing both roles.
Right. Wonderful. Wonderful. I mean, it's a long exploration along with it.
So actually, from the technical side, I pursued my career in the software engineering. I done for almost 2 years. I've been working as a software engineer for manufacturing industry in Pakistan.
Mhm.
Then I switched towards the SAP. Back in 2005 was my first project with Nestle Pakistan as a consultant. I have a different flavor in technology. And since 2013 till 2019, I was primarily working on Oracle technology, infrastructure, digital transformation, and
Right.
this is the area which I've been working.
Right. So you mentioned that you were having a cravings that you have to come back to your country and work for your nation. So आपको क्या लगता है कि अभी ये ट्रेंड जो है वो सेट जो कर रहे हैं लोग इस पे काम कर रहे हैं आर दे रियली कमिंग बैक टू पाकिस्तान एंड वर्क हियर पहले तो हमारा यही होता था कि जी हम बस बाहर जाके वहीं सेटल हो जाएं सो डू यू थिंक दैट पीपल आर एक्चुअली कमिंग बैक टू पाकिस्तान वर्किंग फॉर द नेशन
Actually, sometimes people, don't like my answer on this one, but I will try to remain very honest. There are lots of people who have a pain for nation. They want to do something for country. Even being associated with the research group internationally. So I'm right now associated with three universities, my own university, Queen Mary, and as well as different universities in US. So I'm part of that research group. So there I acquaint many Pakistani people. They want to do something for Pakistan because we have the potential. We have a youth, which is a very attractive point for any country, and we have the knowledge. But actually, the missing leg is the support and backing from the government.
True.
Government is doing whatever they can, but unfortunately, sorry to say, nothing personal to anyone, but a scholar is a scholar, a PhD doctor is a PhD doctor. He is good in inventing something if he can. The doers are different. So the all the decision maker chairs are kept by the policy makers, not the implementers. So this is the hurdle which professionals and the hands-on guys, they are facing this challenge. But everyone is contributing as much as they can, and inshallah you will see this growth in next 2 3 years.
Gee,
So hoping this happen,
true,
miracle happen.
true, true. So, why do you think that digital transformation in all areas of business is important?
Very good question. Actually, if we talk about digital transformation, this might be a new buzzword for us for past 2 to 3 years, but globally, organizations are already on this journey. So if we say global digital transformation, they started from back in 2005, digitization of their assets, taking care of their financial transaction. The backbone of the digital transformation for any nation is inclusion of as much as financial data into the digital economy. So
Right.
they are already on this track, but Alhamdulillah, Pakistan is gearing up. Most of the organizations are on this journey. So if we talk about on a broader aspect, so if we see that there are 4 to 5 elements that create the importance of digital transformation in any organization. First of all, if we just bullet them out, enhanced data collection, better resource management, data driven customer insights, enhancing the customer experience, introducing a proper collaboration between the organization. You can call it digital culture. On the other hand, then this transformation also helps organization in increasing their profits, agility, and the productivity which they are achieving from the legacy system. So these are
Right.
the key elements which help any organization, and this is why it is important to have
Yeah.
digital.
Bilkul, bilkul. So adoption of digital ecosystem requires some key trends. What are some of the trends that that should be adopted, in your opinion?
So first of all, we need to understand one dilemma, which I meet many people on the decision maker chairs in different organizations in Pakistan. So first of all, we need to understand that digital transformation is not about spending investment or introducing new tools in the organization, not
Hmm.
spending money on the IT assets. It's all about you need to transform your business from technology centric to customer centric. So
True.
organization need to understand that whatever money they are spending, what kind of benefit their customer will achieve. So with this mindset, if we see, there are only 3 4 elements which need to be adopted. First of all, agility, automation, security, single source of truth, cloud, and the most important is introducing business technologists in the IT department to achieve this digital transformation. So these are the 4 5 areas. If any organizations focus on this, they can be truly digital transformed.
Right, right, wonderful. So, how can organizations measure ROI on digital transformation? Why do we need to measure it?
Okay, so this is one of my favorite topic. And
Right.
honestly, Sarah, I will be very honest. This required a dedicated session. Maybe sometime we will plan to
Sure, sure.
just work on this thing, because most of us do not understand that how digital transformations ROI need to be calculated. It's a very vast subject. We can have a dedicated session on it sometime. We
No,
will plan.
actually, sorry to cut you. We have a fintech in February. So this, I think that relates to that. So we can discuss that. We can have a panel discussion on that also.
Wonderful, because this is a very vast, topic, and it's not straight to go to calculate ROI of digital transformation. It's not a straight go method, but I will just try to be very precise on that. You know, sorry. First of all, we need to understand the objectives of digital transformation. We need to boundary it out. Then, secondly, we need to clearly define our cost centers. Then, bird view of those measurements. Then, realistic timelines and milestones. And afterward, continuous mirroring. When we review all these parameters, these drive your ROI of digital transformation. It's not mathematically we can calculate the ROI of digital transformation. So it's a very vast thing. I think I might not be able to, explain it in a just
Right, right.
short discussion. But this is due on me.
Sure,
If
sure,
we will have another session, I will explain it as per my best of my
sure.
knowledge.
So do you think that people are actually following those steps properly, or they are just getting into that? Because everybody is getting into that, so they want to, वो trend के पीछे एक भागना कि अच्छा जी अब ये trend आ गया है, so we are running after that. Maybe people are actually adopting many expensive solutions, but they don't require it.
Exactly. You highlighted a very interesting and a very technical point. So, luckily, being in this industry, I've been in this continuous discussion with several CIOs of banks. Especially,
Hmm.
our banks are gearing up. There are only two sectors which are really working on the digital transformation journey. First of all, is our telecom sector, and then the banking sector. So they are going in a competition. So we can take example of that. A few years back, microservice concept came. Microservice concept came, and that is the backbone of technology transformation. When we say technology transformation, it means getting ready your IT assets to be digitally for the journey of digital transformation. So, I received a call from one of the CIO of a bank. He called me on. I want to implement API manager in my organization, and I'm evaluating two, three top brands. I'm naming them. So, can you help me in that? So I said, sir, first question, why you need API manager? Very
Exactly.
so his answer was spontaneously, every bank is having that. So this is a key of digital transformation. So the tool, again, this is not digital transformation. First of all, we need to split our business processes into the microservice architecture. When your backbone business processes are ready, then we might map them on a tool. But organizations are going reverse. Okay, everyone is having API manager for their digital journey. I need to have that. But what is the utilization of that API manager? Organization is not ready, because there are a lot of resistance, cultural resistance, resource resistance. Then the compliance regulatory is not ready. State bank is not was not at that time ready to give you the leverage. So this is the point. Rather spending directly towards the tools, first we need to adopt the cultural and the business process change. We need to introduce them. So this is the situation
So
in Pakistan.
that's happening most of the places, because we actually implement very big solutions, और उसका हाफ जो है वो तो अनयूटिलाइज्ड ही पड़ा हुआ होता है. वी डोंट रिक्वायर दैट. सो इसको ये जो अवेयरनेस है, हाउ दैट शुड बी क्रिएटेड, आई मीन how a business strategy, how business strategies can help into that.
Honestly speaking, I was in a discussion last time on a forum where our seniors from whom we learn were there. So I was requesting those guys to, you know, create, for example, there is, if we talk about the project management, spontaneously a regulatory pops in your mind, which is PMI.
True.
You follow their principles, you follow their frameworks, their best practices. Same if I ask you about the banking sector, spontaneously you will say state banks, their regulatory is there. Telecom, PTA is there, their regulatory, their best practices, frameworks is there. If I ask you, Sarah, a honest question, can you name one organization in Pakistan which is providing you these frameworks, these digital transformation consultancy or advisory services? There's a
Exactly.
huge gap. Whenever I speak with my friends, I do not name them as a competitor. They are my brothers. We all are working to grow Pakistan. So whenever I in a discussion with those, they are so-called digital transformation consultants. So I said, okay, what you are providing to your customer? Okay, I'm selling this tool. I'm selling this tool. I'm selling this.
Exactly. Exactly.
Why you sold that tools? What kind of benefit your customer is having? Customer
Hmm.
is now struggling how their legacy business processes will be mapped on that. So
Hmm.
this is the gap. So we need to work, sit together as one family, regardless which company you are representing. We need to work together and drive a framework which actually help our organizations to achieve the digital transformation goal, rather just giving them the tools and making our revenue
Exactly.
higher.
Whatever is available in the market, we need it also,
Yeah.
because there's a lot available in the market now. And maybe this is the problem, that after some time things, और जो भी एक नई चीज आती है वो फेड आउट हो जाती है, बिकॉज
True.
उसकी यूटिलिटी जो है लोगों को उसका प्रॉपर अवेयरनेस नहीं है. सो वी नीड टू एक्चुअली वर्क ऑन दैट.
Exactly. And this can be achieved very easily. 4 or 5 companies sit together. They maybe go in a consortium. If it's all about monetization, they can work together. They can form a team. Digital transformation, we desperately, I'm using a not a right word, but desperately Pakistan need a true digital transformation. For example, I will give you another example. Introduction of payment gateways, digital wallets. We are now running after this race because globally, when we study, the digital vaults are there, payment gateways are here. Now, lots of companies are actually working on introducing. There are lots of now options which we can see who are providing payment gateways, this digital vaults. But actually, out of those all ecosystem, how much digital wallets or payment gateways are context based? Unless those wallets and gateways are context based, there is no concept of digital transformation. You can simply ask a question from a provider who is providing the service of digital wallet in Pakistan, that is you providing digital wallet context based payment gateway?
True.
You will be surprised to hear that context based payment gateways and digital wallet means every transaction must be tagged with the objective, and those objectives need to be studied and help in the digital economy of the country, not for that organization only. So these are the gaps which are present currently in our market, and that is actually painful.
Exactly. True. True. Very true. So, Onsab, how as a CIO of such a big company, how are you are increasing value to your customers and for the company? What is your role and what are your responsibilities?
Okay, so I will talk about myself as well, and as well as any CIO. You know what I did? I just changed my mindset from being having carrying a label of a technical person. I transform, first of all, I transform myself from a technical guy to business technologist. So
Right.
first transformation was this. It took me a lot of effort and time to convert, because I'm a technical guy. I'm very much comfortable by working on any technology. So this business technologist is the need of today. So the difference was, I first previously what I was doing whenever there was a need, I was focusing towards tool and technologies. Now
Right.
I first focus on the need of business. That okay, if this automation is required, what is going to be the impact for my customers? So this was first step which I taken in me. Second, I started taking the risk. I started taking encouraged my team to do the experimentation without fearing of fail. For example, we do 10 experimentation in a year in any organization falls under my umbrella. So out of 10, 9 fail. I become more happy when the failure is there, because every failure brings a new learning for my team. I
Exactly.
encourage.
That
Thirdly,
you're doing something.
exactly. So any CIO need to change the mindset. The fourth and the most important was the spending. What I did, whenever I make any spending, I have millions of dollars of budget which I need to spend annually. So first of all, I see whenever I'm spending on even anything, hardware, software, licensing, automation tools. So I see what kind of benefit my customers will achieve from this spending. If there is no benefit, this is just making ease to my team, I do not spend. They said,
Right.
bring a use case how my customers will be benefiting out of it. So, crunch line is that we need to become customer centric rather the tech centric business model.
Exactly. Because what used to happen earlier, that uh, there was a department of information technology in any organization, and they were just so busy in themselves. They're not interacting with other departments. So एक वो mindset था कि जी ये IT वाले तो किसी से बात नहीं करते. So that has changed now.
Obviously, and honestly speaking, I worked in IT department most of my time, and a very slang word we used to hear from our counterpart in different department. They say, "यार आप तो चौधरी हैं organization के." So
Right.
and we used to act like that because we were least bothered at how business are going, how profits are going. All we
Exactly.
were focused on uptime of all the systems. Now, even when I have unofficial discussions with IT managers, CIOs of different organizations, so now they understand that IT is not just a spending organization. They need to work on the revenue. They need to contribute in business growth, revenue
True.
generation of the business. So this is a positive change, and inshallah ta'ala, in next 1 to 2 years, we will see more maturity in this subject.
Exactly. It will evolve. This we are evolving with technology, so definitely this department and these roles will also evolve. So, lastly, I would like to ask that what utility you see being a member of CxO Global Forum, how it has added value.
Honestly, when I joined, I did not have any, vision of Kamal. I would say, I was not able to apprehend it, so I joined it like another person in a race. So honestly,
Right.
it's been almost more than a year. I'm very much humbled to be part of this family, and I learned a lot from your social that groups which you have created. You usually conduct these live TV sessions. I learned a lot, and I'm very much I made many good friends through this forum. I
Right. Through this network. Yeah.
Yeah, so networking is the key, and also knowledge. When we see our seniors, in the CXO forum, there are lots of seniors to whom, when we started our career, though those were our ideals. So we learn from their experience, and I'm really very grateful to you guys that and much appreciated that you have created this forum, and lots of prayers and wishes for you guys to expand it many more. And I always open to contribute the growth, how much and how I can.
Definitely, we will engage you in our fintech, and we'll have a good discussions on different topics also. And today, a good piece of information from you, Mr. On. I'm sure जितने भी like-minded लोग हैं इस forum में members हैं and viewers, they will be benefit out of it. So thank you very much for your time and take care of yourself. Allah
Thank you
Hafiz.
very much, Saiba. Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.